got some messages here for y'all today, so stay tuned to the end. Do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I got this feeling of like fear. So be mindful if you catch yourself trying to run from the message, okay? You may get triggered by some messages that come through because it's the truth for you. So instead of pointing fingers, lovely soul, look at yourself, like as far as what you're feeling when that trigger arises within you, so you can then pinpoint something within yourself that needs to be healed. I heard that probably is blocking you. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about some truth, and you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be living with that shit. You heard? Get rid of that stuff. Real talk. You ain't gotta live in a life of suffering. You don't gotta live in a place where you're not happy. I'm feeling like this message of a job too. Someone is at her dead end job because that's what it feels like to you. I feel like you running around in circles and you've been there for some time now, but people changing up in there. The bosses are changing up in there. You getting tired of that, right? And you don't want to go to another job, but I'm encouraging you today, lovely soul, to find something that is more beneficial to your happiness, like somewhere where you can be happy. Okay, not dependent on that to make you happy, but a more peaceful environment, in a more peaceful place, even if you got to take a pay cut. Just being happy will attract you in more, baby. Okay, that's a message for someone out there. I feel like someone ain't treating you right no more. And that may be a job, but you can take it how it resonates. I feel like people don't admire your presence. They overlook you, right? They don't value you. And this may be in a workplace, because that's what I'm feeling, but it's also can be any relationship with someone or something that you have right now at this time. This message really wanted to come through today. Okay, welcome in. I'm Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually. Before we begin, what I want to start with is like, I'm feeling tired, y'all. But you know what? Spirit want me to show this energy to y'all, right? So when I'm tired like this, I'm not near burnout, right? So this is what we call pushing past limitations. So I'm pushing past where I feel tired. I'm still disciplined and I'm still doing the work. I'm not forcing it. It feels right. I know I'm supposed to be here. Someone needed that clarity because you're trying to find the difference between force and flow. So that's what it feels like, lovely souls. And that is the difference between those who make it and become highly successful and those who don't, pushing past those limitations, those illusions. Many of you are finding yourself there now. I'm also feeling like prioritize your rest as well. Okay, so let's get up into it. Okay, the first thing they wanted me to speak on with y'all is my truth. Okay, so like what I want to mean by that is like this. Okay, growing up, like real talk, I try to tell the truth to people. Nobody ever accepted the truth, not at all, right? And hit that like button if you the real ones up in here. Hit that like button if you are the real ones up in here. Hit that like button if you open-minded up in here. Let's just keep it 100, baby. How about let's keep it 1,000? You feel me? Because what I do is speak to the soul. That's why my word speaks to your soul. I'm not here to speak to nobody's ego because that ain't going to do nobody dang good. You feel me? So do understand that, lovely soul, when you click on Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually. Also, the message also that I picked up into before I go into that story is perfections, like being perfectionist or being perfect or thinking you live in perfect. That is a projection because nobody is perfect. And that is when it comes with judgment. So watch what you judge and watch who you judge because that is all a reflection of yourself. What you judging into others is a reflection in yourself, lovely soul. That's something that you got to look at. Okay. It's still an ego trap, y'all. There's a lot of ego traps out there. When we choose not to do something, but then we judge others for doing it, that's an ego trap. Okay, somebody need that clarity and understanding out there. So what I wrote down right before here was perfections equal projection, because that's exactly what came through. So let's go back into the truth. Okay, long time ago, people didn't never want to hear the truth. Okay, when I was growing up, nobody ever wants to hear the truth. People prefer lies. People prefer you to lie to them. Just like for my girlfriends back in the day, we be getting dressed, finna go out and stuff like that. Y'all feel me? We finna go hit up the clubs and stuff. So in that time, they might put on their outfit, right? And then they'll be like, somebody need to drop something, baby. That I almost dropped my crystal. Somebody need to drop something or something needs to be dropped. It's done, okay? That's a message that just came through. So we be getting ready to get dressed or whatever. And I tell them the truth. They ask me for my opinion. So I give them my opinion on what the outfit looks like, and they ain't like it. Just giving you a simple example. Like, they rejected that information. Instead, I'll be like, y'all want me to lie to y'all or what? And then and that's what they wanted. They wanted me to lie to them. And honestly, to be honest with y'all, over time, I just started lying to people because because that's what they wanted, but that blocked off my truth. That blocked off a part of me, right? And it became in my shadows. Okay, well, let me tell you, she integrated now. You heard? Okay, I'm doing what a lot of people are scared to do, and that's speak that truth. Okay, let's say the real ones can understand it. The real ones will receive it. Even if you're in a dark place, you still gonna feel these words speak to your spirit, lovely soul. So that was something that I realized a very long time ago, that people rather you lie to them, but that is not what we doing no more today. And so, like, another thing that we have to realize as well is that we lie to ourselves, and we got to be real with ourselves. No matter how we vibe, no matter where we are, we always got to keep it real with ourselves, and we're always doing that inner work, baby, because there's things that it's the will of life is what I call it. We letting go and we receive it. We letting go and we receive. You know what I'm saying? The ascension is like feeling like a high, feeling like a low in your own way as you ride across this wave. I also like have this feeling of, when I was thinking about highs and lows, there was a message that was coming through. Let me slow down a bit. Okay. So I do have some more messages and clarity that are here for you today. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. We got to open up to the truth. This is everything in our life. We have to begin to train ourselves, right? We got to train ourselves and start to open up, like close up that channel of what you don't want and open up the channel to the things that you do want and tune into it. And that's the thing about the truth, right? Nobody wants to hear it. And the first time I began to hear the truth, it hurt. But you want to know something? It wasn't the first time I heard some of the things that I heard again. It was just the first time I was ready to change it. I've heard these things many times in my life, but I would be defensive against it. I would talk and make it look like there's something wrong with the other person because ain't nothing wrong with me. And that's why I never was able to change until I began to accept the truth. And there is a way it's done. It's not like downing and talking down on people, stuff like that. There is a way that the truth is done. That's what we're going to be doing here, lovely soul. A lot of the truth is rising to the surface right now today, and many of you are beginning to see that. But we encourage you to see the truth within yourself as well. On my journey just last year sometime, in the beginning of last year, in 2023, someone said something to me on Instagram, and they said, you have really good knowledge and they like the way I speak, woo, 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 but that feels like there's some type of ego messages coming through. And it stung. And I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's some real stuff, what they said to me. And God bless them, because that helped me go back in and look at myself. And I started to realize I was speaking to the ego. And some of my videos in the past may consist in that area, because we always changing, growing, and becoming. Right? That's why people got to throw that judgment out the window and let people be, because we don't know why people here. We don't know why everybody here. Everybody's mission is different. Everybody's soul's lessons are different. Everybody not here to do the same thing. That's why I'm talking to those who are, those who want that change, those who want to set themselves free and are setting themselves free. If you don't want that, this ain't the channel. You feel me? Because we're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it real, because that's what changed me. And that's what changed many other souls in this world who have made this change, started to creating this change and putting change in their life. They start to change they self, right? So when that girl told me that, I low-key got a little offended. Ego started trying to chirp, thoughts started trying to come around, but I just didn't look at that, and I looked at me. I didn't point at her, I looked at me, and I started to change that, and that's when I started to learn more and more and more deeper about the ego and the ego traps and stuff of that nature. So they wanted me to share that with you, lovely souls, today. So open your mind up to the truth. It starts off like this, like, but it opens you up. It opens that ass up, real talk, you heard? Okay, so open up your minds, open up to the truth, lovely soul, okay? Even if it hurts, because it does sting. Yes, it does. Okay. Let me know down below in the comment section if that truth hurt. Tell the truth, lovely soul. Let me know down below. Let them know that this stuff is real, because a lot of time we be wanting people to tell us what we want to hear, but that ain't gonna do no good for anybody. We've been doing that our entire lives, and that ain't helped none of us. All it did was make us suffer. All it did was make us comfortable. All it did was keep us in a familiar spot. All it did was keep us around people who didn't even value us, who didn't even see us, and they trying to keep us where they are type stuff. You feel me? So we're gonna be opening up to that truth, baby. So I feel like, hold down, baby. If it's triggering you, let it hit. Take the punches, baby, because this is love. This is what sets you free. Let's go ahead and get up into it. We're going to even tap into the Divine Masters deck today. And Spirit wants me to touch on these cards and put the intention of what's holding you back. This is a what's holding you back reading as well. Okay, but this is what I've already channeled. Unless these are the messages that already come through. So we're in a time of a truth. So we may not like what we hear, especially the truth. It feels like we're being called out. It feels singled out, but it's all love. It's how it's done. It's one thing if someone just be talking mad shit and judging you and stuff like that. Like, you need to do this, and they ain't even got their shit together. You feel me? Because a lot of that be going down. Y'all already know what it is. Versus someone who truly cares about you, who wants to see you succeed in life. And yes, it could be a stranger. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you on top. I want to see you living your best life. And nobody told you today, I love you. You are enough. You are worthy, and you can't get through anything. Keep washing off those projections from other people. Keep washing off those limitations. Keep washing off those limited beliefs. Keep washing off those self-imposed beliefs, baby. Get rid of that inner critic and keep doing your best. I heard step by step, moment by moment, day by day, baby. Throw out that shot clock. You got time, baby. You got time, okay? The real ones. The real one's gonna keep it real with you. Okay, a lot of people, see, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people walk around with, I'm real, but they fake it in a snake. A lot of people walk around saying that they real, but they not showing up real. They just using the words, right? And a lot of us have done it. We have all done it, right? So it's like, I heard, listen to the words that come out your mouth and align with it. A lot of times people are speaking, but they not in line with the energy. They just talking that talk, but they not walking that walk. You feel me? So you are someone who can talk the talk and walk the walk type stuff. You feel me? Okay. Align with the energy. Okay. So the real ones will keep it real with you and not just tell you what you want to hear. I would encourage you to flip the script. Get used to hearing what you may not want to hear, or should I say what you know. It seems like with the truth, especially the truth about ourselves, before it's revealed to us, we already know it was coming. That's that intuition, baby. People who tell you what you want to hear, they don't want the best for you. They are keeping you where they are. That's really all they know. I'm not saying that some may intentionally feel that way. I thought I heard a noise. Some may intentionally be doing that. Yeah, because some be doing that and they're aware of what they doing. Right? Have you ever noticed, before I go into that, but some just, they are where they are. And that's why it's important for you to listen to your inner guidance at the end of the day over everybody. Listen to your inner wisdom, as your intuition, as it guides you, so that you are always making the right moves for yourself. Okay. There was a message that was coming through. I was about to get into something like where others are versus, okay, we're going to go and move forward. If it come through, it'll come back through. So break free from the old version of yourself. You are outgrowing people, places, and things. And what really happens is we outgrow versions of ourselves, which is no longer in alignment with people, places, things, and relationships. So clear attachments to the old, baby. Wash it off. Move through the illusions and connect with the spiritual part of you. As we raise our frequency, we rising up, baby. That's what ascension is. Enlightenment, breaking down, crumbling through that illusion, breaking down, falling apart, all that stuff. It's just crumbling down, baby. Okay, it was all a lie. Love is calling you. You're feeling the pull towards it. That is what the higher realms is all about. Love. See the love in others. The best way to see the love in others is to think of their soul, not their human projections and the ego. Okay. So do love. Everything you do, put the love in your heart. When you're washing clothes, everything you do, instead of looking at it as a chore, look at it doing with love. Be grateful that you're able to do the things you do. Be grateful that you got what you got to do it. Be grateful that you're alive and breathing and here, baby. Be grateful God gave you another day on this earth. I think we be forgetting that sometime. I always got to remind myself how easy it is to have that gratitude, baby. So if you want to raise up frequency, have that gratitude. I'm seeing ditch the complaining, because it's going to give you more of what you don't want, lovely. So somebody need that clarity right there today. Okay. Not everyone values your presence, and that's cool. So move along, baby. They just showing you who they are, and that's all good. Right. So for eternal truth, there comes an expense of illusions. And that's what I'm saying. Not everybody will want to open up to the truth nor know the truth, because they prefer illusions. And I respect the path that people walk on. I respect what I do. Is I feel like, as I mentioned in another video, that I would encourage, as you take in different perspectives from other people and learn knowledge from other people and stuff like that, that you have the wisdom to understand, like know more about yourself, so that no one's creating beliefs for you. Okay. So what I do now is like, I learn from all different types of people, even religious people. I just take what resonates in and I leave out what doesn't. I kind of like piece together these puzzles of this truth. I see these connections and I see these lies and I see these programs type stuff. So someone out there may be doing that same thing. That's why that message did just come through, right? I really wanted to talk about something that just came through a while ago. Spirit, what was that message a while ago when I was talking about people talking the truth and being where they are type stuff? What was that message? Bring it back to me if it's very important for these lovely souls today. I really lost that message. I really wanted to say something. Look, a card flew out, baby. Here is a self-love. Look, here goes a self-love card. Embracing that fun, baby. I bring joy and fun into my life as much as I can. I laugh without any reason and smile without cause. I seek out playful activities to bring some lightness to my day and engage in things that bring me joy as much as I can. These times of playful fun are what ignite me. Yes. Right? All what they say, all hard work, no play. No, baby. Add some fun in your life, right? You see the card resonates. If you want to use it as an affirmation for yourself, go ahead, baby. It is definitely a self-love card. Okay. I got this I'm guided to look at the bottom of the deck, and it said honor your emotions. So this is for someone out there. Okay, I'm looking at this picture, and I'm getting like the pieces to the puzzles are coming clearer. Clarity it will come. Okay, there has been confusion, there has been fog, that's been causing that confusion with yourself. Okay, I'm getting this message like somebody like overthinking. This is the way I like to see it. Let's just simplify everything in our lives now, right? When I think of God, I think simple. Okay, God of love. So what I'm saying is like, when you feel overthinking, what caused it? From my own perspective, what I seen was like the ego, the mind versus the soul. So trust what your heart is telling you. Trust what you are feeling. When you feel like you're indecisive, that's what I call tug of war, going back and forth. Choose what you feel is right and not what's controlling you. And if you're new to this game, it's like whatever is familiar is what you normally would go for. Switch it around and do the opposite, okay? And the pieces to the puzzle will start to come. You'll start to get some clarity. I honor my emotions when they arise, and I greet them with love. When I feel worry, doubt, anger, fear, or anxiety, I accept these emotions and greet them with love and compassion. It's same as we do with all things that come in our life. I say this affirmation every day. I start my day with an open heart, and I accept with love and compassion whatever comes my way. Because whatever comes to us is for us. That's why a lot of people will say things a certain way. Like, I'm gonna say it the way I said is, I learned from another creator, which made more sense to me because it's alchemy. And it's any weapons formed against me turns into prosperity. Straight up like that. Water your garden, baby. Grow flowers with it. Don't let people bring you down. Don't let stuff bring you down. You feel me? And do your best if you get down, because we're human. Rise back up. Just don't lay there. Don't stay there. I heard pity party. Don't throw that for yourself. Okay? I bring warmth and care toward myself in these heavier times, supporting myself through the process of feeling, baby. Feeling is power. Y'all, let me tell you how I feel in is power. Because when we numb, we don't feel nothing. We be doing stuff. I call it going off at the dome. We should be talking off at the dome, saying stuff we don't mean, saying things about ourselves, criticizing ourselves, talking down on ourselves, speaking negatively, right? Talking crazy to people or whatever, right? When we numb, because we don't feel anything, right? And this is why feelings, that's why some people like, people want to feel something. People want authenticity. People want realness, right? So it starts by feeling our emotions, allowing ourselves to feel. So if you somebody out there who feel like you ain't cried in a long time, you're numb somewhere, baby. Somewhere there needs to be the emotions that's felt. I'm feeling like I see somebody running. You may be running from these feelings because yes, they scary. Yes, they uncomfortable. Yes, it does feel very uncomfortable at first because you may have not felt for some time now, but allow yourself to begin to get familiar with feeling, because it is a superpower. It truly, truly is a superpower. Y'all let them know down below in the comment section. For those of you who already know what it is a superpower. Okay. And those of you guided to this reading are here for a reason. You see, you want to make these changes needed in your life to live a more soulful life, because we are in that era now, right? So at the end of the day, no matter what, the earth is ascending. Whatever we choose to work on ourselves, whatever we choose to do, to each his own. I respect whatever path you choose to walk on, and I still love you. And that's real talk. Okay, I get this feeling that there are some things that you don't want to let go of right now, and it's like whatever or whoever this is, but at the same time, like, you're aware of it, and you're aware that it's carrying dead weight, or they're carrying dead weight, and it's like hell holding you down, and it definitely does feel heavy. And I just heard it's all you ever knew for some time now. And it could, take it how it resonates, vice versa. They all you ever knew for some time now, however it resonates. Because I'm definitely picking up relationships. Okay, so I'm also hearing you haven't truly been honest with yourself. So you may have been telling yourself lies to keep thinking that you like something. Like, what I mean by that is like, when you want to do something, even though you know it's not good for you, and you know it's time for that change, and you know that that time is coming near, then you can easily tell yourself a little white lie, is what I heard, to make yourself feel okay with what you are doing. And this may be something you've been doing for some time now. I know I was lying the heck to myself for a very, very long time, keeping myself in a very dark place for years until I had an awakening. So ain't no shame, ain't no guilt, ain't none of that. If you do got that, release that, but ain't no shame here, baby. Ain't no shame in my game, and you ain't got to have no shame in y'all game. I tell you, we here keeping it 100, baby. We here keeping it real. Okay, so every day in life we choose our risk. You know, I used to just be running around doing things, not thinking everything through, and not realizing the risk that I was putting myself in. And I just thank God for always protecting me and being there for me every step of the way. Now I heard like you're not like a regular person, like you're a very powerful person. So do know yourself. Okay, that's a specific message to someone out there. So, anyways, now I choose wisely what risks I want to take in life. Okay, but ones that are in alignment and more supportive of me. So every day we choosing risk. So you must ask yourself, just because I may like something or someone, is it best for me? There were people I liked. I liked kicking it with them. I liked doing this, that, and the other with them. But that was just this version of me that was changing, that was no longer in alignment with the people. You know, it's just like I was changing. So I had to just walk away and let go. And I let go a whole lot of people. Okay. And you know, it's just that this version of you begin to change your relationship, like the version of you no longer resonates with certain things that you used to resonate with, or certain people you used to resonate with, or certain patterns you used to follow. Like you start to outgrow all these things. You no longer, that version of you changes. So you outgrow, right? So this is where some discipline is needed. And you know, when we think of discipline, when we think of flow, when we think of balance, we think of all aspects of our life, as well as change your story. Okay, and break free in that relationship with people, places, things, thoughts, bad habits, fears. Because where you are headed, it can't go with you, lovely soul. They can't go with you. You know, it like I'm seeing like a door locked shut. You feel me? If someone was even to try to go into the doors that you about to walk into and they have not yet done the work, they cannot get through that door. Access denied. You feel me? It's not like, I know it hurts, but it's not like a bad thing. Like, I think about it. You done the work. You did what it took. You showed up for yourself, right? They may not be there yet. So that door ain't going to be open for them. And that's the same. That's kind of like giving you an example of what I'm meaning right now. People, place, things, and patterns. So that's why we got a new year coming, baby, tomorrow. Some say it's today, some say it's tomorrow. I see it as tomorrow on my calendar, and one of my other calendars say today. So we're gonna say, I'm just gonna go with tomorrow because it's hump day. It's in the middle of the week, right? Astrological new year. Okay, so in Aries season, which begins tomorrow, is start of the astrological new year, we will be doing a lot of clearing out. So at this time, it's complete. It's letting go of these things, right? And that's why I feel that Spirit wants this message to come through today along with other ones. And I'm also hearing it's time to get lighter, however that means to you. This season is a breakup season right now. We got Mercury retrograde shadow period right now. So there may be some old anger rising up. There may be some old resentment rising up around your individuality. Okay, there also may be some triggers coming up with people codependent, or maybe yourself feeling codependent. Channel the anger, baby. Feel and understand and release the resentment. Someone here is in denial about some things, and someone is trying to run from something, and I feel like it's an old pattern, and I feel like you see yourself doing this. I feel like this ain't new to you. You're resonating with this, okay? The key is to do something different and face it, respond, release, and heal. See, any challenges that we face in our path are now opportunities for growth. The only reason why we're not moving through things and a nice flow is because we're stagnant and stuck, is because there are obstacles. There are illusions in our mind. There are limitations. There are illusions in our own minds. So now we can look at opportunities, however they form, however they come on our path, as an opportunity for growth. There are temptations all around. So don't go back down that road. Leave it behind you. This feels very specific. You are craving change, and you must make it through the rain. Someone is in the storm right now. And you will. And it can be very tempting to do what is familiar to you. Even when we know that it's not good for us, we'll still try to do it. but we know the outcome of it because we already experienced it. So as uncomfortable as it may seem, choose a new and different way. It's time to change it up, baby. It's time to change it up. Oh, this is such a beautiful message. Don't live with that shit. Get rid of it. We rising higher, baby. We rising higher. Okay? I'm seeing trauma. I'm seeing pain. I'm seeing resentment, shame, guilt, fear, anger, frustration, annoyed. Annoyed is definitely just needing more patience. Woo! I heard divine guidance, baby. It's up in here today. Real talk. Take how it resonates, leave what doesn't. If it ain't your message, it ain't your message, though. But I'm so grateful to have you here. I'm sure something came through for you. I'm sure I heard like a refresher course. You might even got your little refresher going on today. Okay? Because what I learned is that no matter how high I vibe, I'm always working on me. I'm always making these changes within myself. Real talk. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Somebody really need that message right there, right? Overly confident is the word that just came through. Watch out for being overly confident, because when you're overly confident, then you feel like you've learned it all. You have no more else to learn, right? Sometimes I see comments where people will say, I've already done this, I've already done that, I'm done, or something like that. But I can just see where they are, and I respect that, right? So someone needed that clarity. I was there. I was overly confident. I thought, oh yeah, I'm ready. And this minute something came again for me to work on and change, I wasn't expecting it. You feel me? Okay. All right, Spirit, let's get into it. What's holding you back, reading? In this deck, what is holding back these lovely souls here today, Spirit? What messages would you like to share with us? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take it how it resonates, lovely soul. Look, dead end, feeling stuck in a place where it's dead, done, and over with. It's a dead end. However that resonates to you, it's time for change. Okay, a workaholic. Look, someone is being a workaholic and not taking care of themselves enough, not looking after their well-being. Need more self-love. Look at your self-imposed beliefs and watch out for projection, because when you're tired, you're projecting off how you feel onto others, and you may be tapping into some complaining energy. Self-worth, right? There's a block. You may not know your worth. Look at that chair, baby. Look at that chair. You the king and queens up in here. You heard? You may not know your worth. And I want to say, like, you got to accept yourself as you are, so then you can make better changes for yourself. I made a reel of self-acceptance yesterday. Whenever you don't know your worth, then let me flip the script on that. You gotta know your worth. So you can, when you know your worth, then the universe know you are worthy of receiving. So in all areas of your life, know that you are worthy. Take a look at those areas. Some of them are in the dark, hidden. Some things you're not seeing just yet. Okay. But self-worth is key. You have to know that you are worthy. You can create affirmations for yourself, lovely. So you were born worthy. You were born enough. There were things on your path, through your experiences that caused you to self-impose these limiting beliefs on yourself, these limitations, these feelings of unworthiness. And as a tribe, I'm feeling like someone needs to know this message is definitely out the blue. It's coming through like, in medieval times, back in the gap, years and years and years ago, our mind, it was wired to be in survival mode and to like be a part of tribes. I know in a part of the time in my life, I started this journey. I'm like, how am I supposed to do this by myself? I'm so used to group work, right? And this is also another reason why we look for validation outside of ourselves instead of validating ourselves. Because back when, we did survive together as this tribe, right? As a tribe, we survived together. You see, survive. Now it's a new era, it's a new time, and that's why we're changing up our minds. And over time, that became like our DNA imprint, right? So we're changing up all of that. Someone needed some clarity there. So now we're here to thrive, right? We're here like her to take our power back and to change our mindset. Okay. I don't know where I was before that message came through. So let's move ahead. Look, acceptance. That's the other thing that's blocking you. Acceptance. It could be accepting where you are. Self-acceptance. However is resonating to your spirit right now, lovely soul. And it's like a little lady. She looks more on the dark side, even though she's in light because she's on the card, of course. But it's like she's sprinkling sprinkling this like dust on this pot, which like gives me like feeding illusions, which tells me like it is an illusion, lovely soul. So accept where you are and accept yourself as you are. Okay, acceptance is key, lovely soul. Accept the space that you are in. Those are the blockages there. Look, and someone's blocked because they're not following their instincts. I heard you're following more of your mind. That's another blockage. Look at that. You see, it's all an illusion. It's like not real. Okay, and we got this card of the Quest is really drawn to me. Like, we pulled this card yesterday. The Quest card, this is a journey, right? It's like giving me the vibes of balancing out our dark and light energies, right? So that could be a block, right? Because you may not be blocking out, balancing out those dark and light energies, right? Because there could be a block because you may be holding on to what's crashing and crumbling in your life. You may be trying to hold on to what is dissolving, what is leaving, also, however it resonates to you. And you may be avoiding or trying to avoid and run from expanding, lovely soul. Okay, so those are some extra blocks that just came through just for you, lovely soul. Okay, let's move into the Soul's Journeys deck, and we're going to get to the Divine Masters deck and the Spirit Animal to close it all out for you, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing your valuable time here with me. You feel me? Do not settle. Someone needs that mess. Do not settle. Don't live with that shit. Get rid of it, lovely soul. Get rid of what you don't want in your life no more. Okay? One step, one moment at a time, baby. Don't be hard on yourself. Be easy going on you. Change that inner critic into a cheerleader. All right, Spirit, what's holding back these lovely souls in this deck? Thank you. This is what's holding you back. Truthful. Truth message today. That's what Spirit wanted me to do. It's very different for me, but that's what we're going to do up in here because that's what matters to the lovely souls who are doing this work and these messages they've been asking for and needing on their journey and path, and that's why you were guided here. All right, Spirit, give me some cards, baby. What messages? What's holding these lovely souls back? What is it they need to know to bring this awareness to their path? Worry. It's worry, baby. Worry is holding you back. Release that worry and have faith. Replace worry for faith. Just practice it. When you catch yourself worrying, release that. Let it go and have faith. And speak what you choose to feel instead of the worry. Like, everything's working out for me. Everything is working out for my highest good. I am safe. As Louis Hay says, you can say those things to yourself and you can create your own mantras and reframe your mind. Okay, so just worry was a big one for me because I was taught that growing up. I saw that and I realized it wasn't mine. It was projected upon me because it's the way I saw my mother live her life. You know what I'm saying? But I did not blame her. I looked at myself so that I could fix the worry that I had picked up along my journey, right? And it was an ass. It took a little bit of work to continue to do that, right? Because it's almost like almost like you just so used to tapping into worrying, right? And I would change it to faith. Everything is all working out. Sounds crazy, but brainwash yourself for what you do want and let go of the brainwash for what you don't want that has occurred, the program, right? That has occurred for all of us in our life. Change, baby. Change. You may be resisting change in your life. That is what's blocking you. Envy, jealousy is what is blocking you. I heard secret competition. You may be competing with others. Watch out for competing. The only person that you can compete with is yesterday's version of yourself, lovely. So that's the best way. I always like to tell, I heard the belly of the beast. That's exactly what that type of energy comes from. Growth. You are resisting growth and discipline. You are resisting discipline. You may feel like, everything's being taken away from me that I like and, stuff like that. But that's how I felt. But over time, I got everything that I wanted, baby. Okay? And you may be resisting being your empathy for others because you may feel bitter from what you have experienced. Okay? Let's get into the Divine Masters deck. And let's see what the Divine Masters got for us today. I love it. Thank you. All right, Divine Masters. What Divine Masters coming through today for the message for us today? I appreciate you. Thank you. What message would you like to share with the lovely souls today? We'll read one deck. Okay, the Atlantis. I think they came through the other day, but we in the time of evolution and expansion. The Atlantis, evolutionary vibration, legacy, technology, progress, and expect acceleration. Okay, I did want to say I feel a shift coming because I've been seeing the numbers, certain numbers that I recognize that come before I'm about to hit a change in my life. And it's like, I feel like I want to say release those attachments. Let go of the attachments that you have to the reality that you are in, right? Think greater than where you are right now. Because right here, okay, this card didn't come through on YouTube. It came through on a reel, right? But I didn't read and go deeper in the book, which we're about to go into, because expect acceleration. Things are about to speed up, okay, in your life. So I'm like seeing, us again, getting ready to take another shift, okay? So, and I'm hearing like some of you are shifting in all aspects of your life. Your life is leveling up, okay? So let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's see what the Atlanteans have to say to us. Beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there it goes. Number 24. You may be 24. Okay. Or you may have a 24-year-old child. Okay. Okay, we got legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, psychic, and known for the ability to combine the laws of science and nature with spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connection. This caused a great catalysm that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans of this card are those who continue to live with spiritual integrity and awareness. When Atlantis came to an end, many of these beings ascended beyond the physical dimension and now act as a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels, work with those who are following the spiritual path and want to leave a light of legacy. I'm seeing like generational wealth. Okay, curse breakers. Okay, your message. You are a future thinker who will leave a legacy of healing and light. Think beyond boundaries and keep your future and the future of your close ones in mind when it comes to making a decision. Atlantic energy is here to help you align your pathway with one that supports the evolution of your soul and your family lineage. This is a time of transcending old ways of being and old patterns, so it might not always be easy to navigate, but it will be worth it in the long run. Ideas, creativity, and new technology concepts are all around you. When it comes to forging new pathways, think of the future. Cut out any long-winded approaches and streamline everything you are doing. This is a time of evolution, and so there's a good chance of resistance from old energies and the ego. If you feel challenged or encounter growing pains, know that you are on the right track. Persevere. Absolutely. That's the key to being on the right. If you ain't got no challenges, if you ain't experiencing things, if you ain't, like you ain't on the right path, right? Discomfort is the key that you are on the right path to grow, especially right now. Like I got this message that's coming through, like, be okay with being comfortable. Be okay with being uncomfortable for a couple of years to get everything. That message will resonate to some of you out there. Open channel, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information is coming through you at this time, lovely soul. So holy union, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity, and wounds healed, important information charging up, lovely soul. Those are the extra information that we will pull through. And let's go ahead and end it with a spirit animal card just for you. All right, spirit, what messages in this deck would you like to share to close out this reading? Thank you. All right, y'all. Confidence, the Raven. You are encouraged to disconnect from the physical or materialistical plane and move to the spiritual realm. You have a deep spiritual connection, which you mustn't ignore. You are on the brink of transformation, and your divine purpose may be revealing itself. Check it out. And that's one more Bobcat, the mystery. The Bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. There it is, lovely soul. Don't live with that shit, baby. You are enough. You are worthy, lovely soul. And the change, I heard the song before I come in here by Anthony Q. Change is gonna come. They need to see something. That one part, that's exactly what I heard. Okay? So keep leading the way, baby, by leading your own life. Peace, love, and light. One love.